I'm back! What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So recently I was asked to do a copper range hood, um, hammered copper, and I was given a picture, which I'll put up here, um, and it had some moldings on the bottom, and it had a crown molding at the top. And at first I thought, well, I'll look online and see what they have, and couldn't really find anything. So I decided I'd just try and make my own molding, copper molding, and that's what I'm going to show in this video. So my idea was, to use wood molds, positive and a negative, and then just smash it. And I was pretty confident that that would work because I had made some reproduction copper conductor heads for gutters at one time, and it seemed to work out pretty well. So I decided to give it a shot. So I decided to come up with the positive wood form first, and which would be, what the copper molding will finish as. And the ones at the bottom of the picture of the range hood, I kind of came up with this first, which I just glued up a piece of half round on a little board, and it obviously doesn't look quite right. It's not a full half round. So I went and was looking at router bits, and I found this one here, and it is a 23/32 convex edge bit, and it's not a full half round, it's only a portion of a circle, and it seemed to match what I was looking for. So starting with the positive wood mold or wood form, I had already planed and jointed the board to get the exact width of the molding that I wanted, and then I went to the router bit, and this bit, put it around on there, and it also cut out a 1/4 inch of flat, by setting the right height of the bit. So I ended up with about a 1/4 inch flat on the top and the bottom of the round section. Taking it over to the table saw, that's where I cut it to the right depth. This micro jig, I kind of like that. It works pretty well. Not sponsored. So that's all there was to it to get the positive. And I'm using the same wood stock here. And you can make pretty much any cove you want with the table saw. You just put a straight edge, and I adjusted the height to get the depth of that radius, and then measure the front of the blade and the back of the blade to get the width of the radius. And I matched that 23/32, and using the same stock that I had before, I matching the flat on each side. I did have to make a few adjustments after doing in the first one and getting a little bit more precise, and just running it through again on the other side. And that's how it ended up fitting up pretty good. Now I just took a little small piece of copper, and so I could smash it with a couple small forms, and then smash it out to get the stretch out so I can make a longer piece. So I got the width of the copper that I want, and I'm scribing that and gonna cut that out to make a full-size mold. Just placing the negative form over the top of the positive form here, using a mallet to get it started. I don't like to force it, just you get a bigger hammer. And there's the radius. Using the clamps, flipping it back over, and now just using the mallet to bend the copper over the edges and then around the back side. Sorry about the camera, it's a little shaky. I think it actually fell down somewhere around this point, but it didn't break though. Pretty good camera. Sony ZV-1, pretty good entry-level camera if anybody's interested. And that's all there is to that. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it looks pretty good. So yeah, guys, that's it. Obviously, you can reuse the negative molds, and I didn't show it on video, but I kind of did the same thing for the crown molding. Just first, I kind of cut the edges off of this crown molding that I bought at the store, and flipped it around, and then put some boards together to make it where it fit that fairly well. And this one takes a lot more pressure, so I did some preliminary bends on the brake just to give it a little bit more definition where there's the indentions in the crown molding. But I'll show an example of the material sample that I used to give to the customer, and I think it turned out pretty good. So be sure to like the video and subscribe. Sharing definitely helps the channel out, and I hope to see you guys again real soon. Bye.